Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Thursday. It's Daryl here. It is 3:30 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. It is early. This is because this is a topic I came across yesterday and I gave it some thought. It's a rather shallow topic. I find it a little humorous. In the light of everything that's going on today, it's shallow and it's not very important, but I got to talk about it. Um, it's about Trump supporters, male Trump supporters, and in general, these guys, from what I've seen, um, seem to try to exhibit a macho, manly aura. Okay, and I don't understand this. I have seen around here. I've seen several. These are always pickup trucks. Why, I do not know. Always big, jacked up pickup trucks. And they're all different. But they all, in general, they have chalk drawings or stickers, but usually drawings with the wet pen or whatever on the back window that say Trump 2020. But what I've seen a lot of them have is the very buff, ripped body drawn, like the pecs, the six pack, the biceps drawn, and it has Trump's head on top, and it says "Super Patriot, Trump 2020, President with balls," right? And I've seen this, easily almost a dozen times over, I'd say, the last year. All right. Also, here on YouTube, there is the Marvel Comics, okay, and there's movies on here where they take the Marvel Comics and they'll put Trump's head on top of, and the odd thing here is instead of putting Trump's head on top of like Captain America or somebody, sometimes they do that too, but they'll put his head on a very macho, or on top of Arnold Schwarzenegger's body. And then they'll show the Trump head with the Schwarzenegger body beating up a figure that's got like Hillary's face and another body from the movie. You see what I mean? They're putting the faces on the bodies. I got to wonder about this, especially yesterday. Okay, what brought this to a head was yesterday. I parked in a Walmart parking lot, and I parked next to a truck that had this. Well, actually, I came out of the parking lot, and the truck was parked next to me. And the guy was in the truck. I don't know if he was waiting for somebody. And he's got loud music on. And I could see this. I thought it was somebody I knew because this person was watching me walk across the parking lot to my car. And he seemed to be staring at me. And I came around the back and put my stuff in the car. And I could see him looking. When I got in the car, I see him looking at me and staring at me. So I'm going through my receipt and all that, and I glance over, and he's just staring. And I get the feeling he's looking for a reaction to his back window, because as I was putting the stuff in, his back window was right there, and it was very obvious to me. And I don't know if I look like a liberal or what, and I started laughing. Because this guy was trying to look so hard and so macho. But yet he had this picture on the back of his truck. To me, I don't understand this this constant reference to Trump and balls. I'll just say it outright. It seems like these guys have some kind of issue with their manhood. Okay, I lift weights. I've been working out for 13 years. I work out 3 or 4, even 5 hours a day. I get up at 2:30. After this, I work out for 3 or 4 hours every day. I'm in good shape. I've got a six-pack. I've got biceps. I've got all that. I would never, ever, it would never cross my mind to draw a picture of Joe Biden with a big buff chest and he put his face on it. I would, oh my God, I would, it's ridiculous. Or Bernie Sanders, or anyone, or any male buff ripped picture on my car or anywhere. When I see the picture, when I see pictures of women, I particularly like big boobs. I do. That gets my attention. There's a few pictures around here inside my house. I wouldn't put one on my car. The thing is, psychologically, I'm not a psychologist, but I've got to wonder about these guys and the whole connection to Trumpism. And in general, it seems like these guys are so angry. And it seems like they're trying too hard to make up for lost testosterone or something. And the way it comes off to me, and it probably comes off to a lot of other people, as it comes off as somebody who's not sure of their sexual identity. In other words, it makes me wonder if deep down this guy likes male bodies more than a heterosexual man would. Now, let me say, hey, you see, I've been to Provincetown many times. I love Provincetown. It's a very artistic place here in Cape Cod. For those of you across the country, I get along great with gay people. I find them independent, creative. I love an attitude of being who you are and being proud of it. I love that, man. And in general, I'm not going to stereotype, but in general, I get along great with gay guys or gay girls. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all. I know what I am. They know that I like girls. I know I like girls, and I don't sweat it. And I've never had a problem. Never had a problem. When I stayed out in Provincetown, I would get up early, and I was with my girlfriend. She'd sleep in, and her sister had an old college roommate that was gay. And me and him would get up early in the morning and bullshit and talk about politics out on the porch. Just me and him, like 4 or 5 a.m. And I used to smoke cigarettes back then, believe it or not. And I'd work out, but I'd smoke cigarettes. And we'd have cigarettes and we'd bullshit. And I got along great with this dude, man. Art, politics, fantastic. And there was never any issues. I get along great with gay people. I don't have any issues. But I got to wonder about these guys and their obsession with trying to be so macho. And a lot of these guys talk about how men can't be men these days, and taking away our masculinity, and we can't grab ass or make dirty jokes anymore. America's, and then they talk about transgender people too, and I don't get it. Okay, where somebody takes a dump is none of my business. If it's a man, a person who was born a man, and through some kind of situation that I know nothing about, he feels that he's a woman, and he feels more comfortable portraying himself as a woman. God bless him. How does that affect me? It doesn't. I don't care, man. If he's happy, I'm happy. I don't understand this whole transgender thing. To me, it is so obvious that these people are insecure and if you want to know the truth, and I feel a lot of the trouble in this world is caused by men that are insecure in their manliness, their man parts, their manliness, and all that. And I think it's an overcompensation. I really do. So back to yesterday, it kind of brought this to a head, and that's why I'm making this video. Because as I sat in the car, and eventually I could see him looking at me, and and I'm not going to waste my time with this guy. And I look over, and he's just like, and I start just laughing, man, just bursted out laughing, and I could hear him yelling through the window at me. What he was yelling, because both windows were closed. It was raining and chilly here yesterday, and I could see him having a fit over what, I have no idea. I mean, I wasn't he parked next to me. And I'm like, oh my God, these guys have issues. And I see the Trump rallies with these angry people, and they're all flipping off the cameras because the media, and they're all so angry. I saw this post, and let me end this video with what it was a saying supposedly a Buddhist saying, that people who realize what they have are happy, and people who think more about what they don't have are generally unhappy. More or less, a way to be happy is just to appreciate what you have. Look at what you have. Just the fact that we're breathing air and we're alive right now, seeing the sun come up makes me happy. It does make me happy, because I should have been dead of an overdose years ago, and that's all it takes to make me happy. I swear to God. But I see a lot of these Trump supporters, and they look at what they don't have, or what other people have that they don't have, and it makes them angry. Why don't I have it? I work so hard. This person doesn't work at all. This person's brown. He's not even from this country. He shouldn't have that. I should have it. And they're so unhappy. And you get this mad, overly macho, testosterone, bizarre mix of just anger and insecurity that is just, it's scary on one hand, because there's something wrong with these people. It's in their head. When this guy just started screaming, and it just made him so, it obviously made him so much more angry, because I was laughing at his silly cartoon Trump on the back of how he was driving around with a cartoon figure of a big muscle body and a Trump head on it. Was just hilarious. And he took offense to me laughing at him. I drove away. But I thought about it, and I've been thinking about it since, and that's why I'm making this video. I know there's a lot more important things going on in this world right now, but this has been on my mind for a long time. If you guys are watching, you Trump supporters are watching, you don't need to prove your manliness, man. You don't. A lot of time, I believe manliness is shown by sympathy and empathy, and showing compassion to people. A true man will do that. A true man doesn't need to order people around. A true man leads by example, by being a leader himself. Just some thoughts. I know you're probably not going to listen, but if there's any Trump supporters watching. All right, I hope you're all healthy. Seriously, stay healthy and have a good Thursday. Take care.